Okay, some of whoa, that was symbolic. But some of us have our heads in the clouds today, and I can't fucking talk. And when I had to clear my throat and I said that was symbolic, that was because I was saying, or going to say, that something about your head is in the clouds, and it has something to do with feeling claustrophobic in your ability to express yourself. So right here we have the Ace of Pentacles. New opportunities. You are kind of, okay, I use this analogy a lot when I do readings for people, but if you think of like a triangle as like a hill, obviously a hill that goes up here, you reach the point, you reach the peak of whatever it is that you're going through, and then you get a gentle nudge and you roll forward. However, when you reach that peak, it's not that you're reaching the top of whatever you're going for. It's that you reach this point where you're at in your life where you could go either way. You're going to be tested because the universe, God, spirit, you're being tested to see if you are ready or willing or able or any of the whatever it is in your life for whatever it is you're stepping into. So you'll be thrown a test. Maybe a few tests, maybe a fucking lot of tests, maybe a lifetime of them. I like to think the bigger the test, the bigger the purpose, but don't fucking quote me on that or anything. Like, I don't fucking know. I really don't know shit. You're at this point right now where things could go either way. You could take a step forward and lean into something scary or whatever, and it could propel you forward into this next phase of your life. Or you could do what's comfortable and safe because it's familiar, but you'll be backsliding and you'll roll back down the opposite side of the triangle, and you don't want to fucking do that. We have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I'm sensing a little bit of an immature anger issue. Don't come for me. I'm just the messenger. Okay? Yeah, next we have the Two of... I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to piss people off today. The next we have the Two of Pentacles. Hold on, let me read what this little thing says. I don't like this deck. Can I switch decks? I'm going to switch decks. Sorry, I don't like this one. Well, I mean, I like it, but like something about it for this reading is it's not hitting the spot. It's not hitting the spot. I'm not going to waste time on anything that doesn't hit the spot. That box. Ain't nothing better or wetter than that box. Ooh, okay. I think we're going to switch to Oracle. Sorry. Hopefully you're not like one of those that's like, I don't know. I don't care. You can scroll. I'm not going to know the difference. Anyways, let's see what more can we get to add on to this message, because I don't know what I'm talking about. Clover. Ooh. You have some sort of new opportunity where you have a bit of luck in the cards. It's not guaranteed luck, though. It's luck if you make the right next choice. I know. I'm not going to hold my breath. Sorry. I'm sorry. The bridge to Terabithia. No, but for real. You are literally on the bridge towards the Clover on the other fucking side. It's a rickety fucking bridge, though. And you gotta choose your steps. And you gotta try not to look down, because you're scared of heights. I don't know. I'm just guessing. This was reversed, and it's the Village. And what I'm getting is that whatever this next phase is, whatever this thing is that this energy that you're stepping into, there's a sense of you're leaving your village behind. You are outgrowing, and I'm not saying this in like a definitive way, like you're not going to speak to these people anymore. Just that you're having an understanding and an acknowledgement and a letting go, an acceptance of the fact that you are outgrowing certain people, places, or things that you have once relied on. And there's some sort of guilt there, like you feel bad, like you feel bad. And that's admirable. And Spirit says, sweetie, you're so sweet for that. But they don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. If they were faced with the same opportunity or choice to cross the bridge for happiness and fulfillment, do you think they're going to wait for your ass? Is there something to think about? Okay, this is cool. That just took a turn. Whoa. That took a turn. That bridge that I was talking about, we're going to pretend that bridge is right across here. And what Spirit is showing me is that there's this illusion that if you don't choose your steps carefully while you're crossing this bridge, you're going to obviously fall down into the water, you're going to stumble, and there's this idea that your whole world will crumble. Everything's going to fall apart. You're going to lose everything. You're going to die, like figuratively, like you would feel so lost and like, whatever. And Spirit wants you to see that that's an illusion, because underneath that, should that bridge fall, let's see you lose your footing, right? You're going towards the other side, but you lose your footing and you fall. You're falling right into this. It's almost like, it's not real water almost. It's like I don't know, we'll pretend it's like energy. You're falling into this like energetic clean slate in a way. And what I'm getting is that this same opportunity, if you fumble it the first time, it's going to come around again. It's going to come around again. But in that next cycle, let's say you fumble this, you can trust that because it's your purpose, it'll come around again. But you're going to just be put through another cycle of tests. And you're going to be pretty fucking irritated with yourself. Because who wants to do the same class twice? You know what I mean? I don't know the point of that. Oh, that's funny. I said the same class twice, and this is the bell. Reversed. And then this is the gate. So, I don't know why. Okay, first of all, I used to be a prison wife. I know. I just lost all credibility by saying that. I know. Well, really, I already told you I don't know shit. So, don't listen to a damn thing I'm saying. Anyways, I used to be a prison wife, and when I would go and visit him, you know, you're outside the gates, you have to push this little intercom thing. And I'm thinking of that idea into heaven, but not necessarily heaven, into this portal of where you have access to all of your eternal abundance and love, right? Okay, essentially that's heaven, right? But I'm not trying to say that because it deters people from that, because of that religious aspect, and I'm not meaning this religiously. So I'm using heaven to describe the space I'm talking about, but I'm not talking about literal heaven. If you're not religious, please understand that. Okay, I'm getting that there's like, it's almost like, it's if you think of like some sort of an obstacle course, and the end of the obstacle course is that gate with the button, and you have to run through all of these fucking, jump through all this fucking shit, look like a fucking circus animal, and look like a goddamn fool. You're stumbling, and you're tired, and you're panting, and you're sweaty, and you probably have a red face. That got really weird. I'm so sorry. Anyways, you're like going through all these obstacles, and then you finally get to the end, and you hit that bell or that button or whatever it is, and no one answers. No one answers. Why is that? The pendulum. Why is that, do you think? Because when you swung all the way across the bridge, across the obstacles, you were in a hurry. You were trying to win. You might have gotten there faster, but you didn't learn the lessons you needed to. Because you were rushing and you had your blinders on, and you probably have ADHD, bitch. 11-11. You went too far you swung too far the other way. And now Spirit wants you to correct. But unfortunately, bitch, you're probably on the spectrum or something. There's something going on. And you have all or nothing thinking, so you're going to swing all the way back. You're going to swing all the way back to the beginning of where you started. You're going to have to start again. And this time you're going to be needing to take your time, bitch. Not everything's a fucking race. I don't know. This was so pointless.